Coach, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. 2-0 loss here. Your thoughts on the game, please?
We struggle second half, but playing players who are 16 and 17 is first time for them playing at this level. So we're just building for next year. They were good aerial. So one tactical mistake that we did, substituting on a corner kick. But you can learn from those and then able to grow from it. Because the only time you can have experience is when you do mistakes.
Coach, it's 5 games now, 5 losses, not even a single goal scored. It's not looking good.
It is not looking good at all. But all is not lost. We just have to rise up against the challenge. So been given the 5 fixtures were very, very strong. But maybe on Saturday I'll pick a point I can be able to score. You could see I've got young stars, they struggle there and there. But it's not all lost, just 1 or 2 things that needs to get it right. But we will improve. Because if you want to avoid the relegation, you need at least about 7 wins. So 7 wins first round, and then you need about 5 wins second round. So all in all, 13 wins gives you enough to avoid the relegation. So we're still in the plan. We knew who's going to give us trouble, who are the top 5 teams, who's going to give us trouble. We have identified them, and then we have identified who are closer to us and who are ahead of us.
Coach, like you said, school boys, I actually saw some of them put on their school uniform immediately after the game. So it's young kids. Do you perhaps look to strengthen the team as you go forward, given the result that you've had so far?
No, it's to give them belief into them and to show, because we're not far from it. Remember, I started the team from scratch. So at least I got the 3 centre backs correct. And then I got the 2 right backs, the full backs correct, and then the 2 central midfield. It's only up front where I'm still struggling, but we just have to train those things and able to know. But once they remember, I only pick up players from there and there. I didn't have a pre-season. If I had the pre-season, it would be a different ball game. But with time and with games coming up thick and fast, we just have to turn things 1 game at the time, then we'll turn things around.
Coach, like you said, you've got young boys here, and sometimes losing game after game might get to them psychologically, and they might think they are not good enough. They might go to the game with very, very low confidence and not be able to rise from this slump. What would you be doing to address the psychological aspect of the game?
Well, normally I always talked and always advised them and put in the real picture, the real situation. You only need 5 things to turn professionally. 1, you got tactical. 1, technically good, tactically, and then you got physically. And then the 4th one that is speaking about psychologically. And then the other one is social. But focus more on psychological. We can turn things around. Speak to the boys that, okay, Rome wasn't built in a day, it takes a bit of time. Even in their years, it starts from the bed, from that first minute. They 16, 17. The only other player here, it's 26. I've only got 3. So with those who were playing last season, so there were 3 coming back. So it's just that the administration, we didn't get the cards on time. So it's not beyond, it's not all lost, but they will rise, they will come back. Because the only time you can see this type of psychological factors is when you play them. And when you don't play them, you'll never see it. With how far, who's behind, and then why do you have to improve that one? How do you need to focus? And then you create a program for them. Because remember, it's not all about to try and compete. 1, the first thing is to avoid the relegation. But how do you avoid the relegation? You will have such games, 5 games, because we play the first game, we play the newcomers. We are in organized. The second game we play Cosmos, and then 3rd game we play Dondol, and then 4th game we play Highlands Park. You see, those are your top 5 contenders. So, but it's not far from it, because considered at least about 11 goals I haven't scored. So that means now, as from next game, I'm working against 11 goals, so I need to score one, at least minus 10. So the next 5 games, it must be a clean sheet. I need to tell them or to train them on how to get it right. In terms of, you see, we played. They only scored us on a set piece. That's a set piece, a little bit unlike with the penalty, because the bowler didn't see he was behind. So those are the things that happens into this game.
Coach, thank you very much for your time, and all the best going forward.
Okay, thanks. I'll need that luck. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.